MUSE M4 dongle deck. This is a sample sent by HiFi Go. It's a great little product, but let's get into it. It has blue low power, red high power, and a lot of nice features that I find really agreeable. But is this the right product for you? Let's get into it, guys. This device retails for $130 and can be found on HiFi Go and Amazon. This thing is beautiful. It looks nice. It feels good in the hand. It does have a lot of problems that we are going to get into, but I think the first thing you need to remember with this is that it is beautiful and it looks good for a reasonable price. There is a new dongle deck that looks similar to this called the CMA Quest Style. That is rumored to be retailed around $600. One of the best features of this dongle deck is that it has 3 different connectors. It has a 3.5, 4.4, and 2.5. While this may not be relevant for everybody, I want you to imagine this scenario. You go to a meetup, you go meet some friends, and the cable that they have on it is either 2.5 or 4.4 or something that you don't have. For IEMs, this covers everything. The MUSE M4 also has 7 swappable filter options. I personally can't tell much of a difference, but for those that like filters, this is a great option. It's easy to use, it feels clicky in the hand, and there's no major faults with it. As far as output power goes of the MUSE M4, I was pleasantly surprised. It has 160 milliwatts at 3.5, and at 2.5 and 4.4, it has 320 milliwatts. If you compare that to something like the Quiddelix 5K, that's double the power at 3.5, and it's almost 33% more power using 2.5. It also has the addition of the 4.4, and generally from what I've found out that most people are kind of slowly phasing out the 2.5 millimeter connections, although it is frequently found for those people that still like it. The MUSE M4 has a lot of upsides. It is a really enjoyable product, but it does have some downsides. For example, it is a smudge king. I've only had this for, a week, and look how many smudges are on it. I'm gonna try to get some of them off, and eventually I'm gonna wash this later on before I use this in the video later, but it takes a lot of smudges. It also doesn't come with a case. There is listed as a leather case, but I couldn't find it anywhere. So that's one of the major problems of this. Also that it doesn't come with a lightning cable. My testing of this device was only over Bluetooth on my iPhone. I did try this dongle deck on 3 different computers. I did have some slight problems with one of them. On the other ones, it sounded fine and transparent. I have reported this to HiFi Go, and they have let MUSE know about this issue. These over here on the left is the weakest as far as they go. And so on the right, you can see we have our Bluetooth enabled devices, and on our left, we have our non-Bluetooth devices. As far as sonic quality goes, the DC-04 Pro is by far my favorite. The Quiddelix, I think, is maybe a little bit better than the Dawn Pro and the Apple dongle. And then close to all of that, we have the MUSE M4 and the DC-04 on the right. So I do think the MUSE M4 is a quality product. It does sound good. I do think it sounds a little bit better than the Quiddelix 5K, and I think part of that is due to the listed Synad being a little bit stronger and having a little bit more power as well. MUSE M4 is bulkier, but it does have Bluetooth. The DC-04 does not have Bluetooth, and so that is one major advantage that it has over that dongle deck. This clip we are going to show is going to be me with my 2 over-ears headphones. Okay, sound test. Yeah, I think that's loud enough. Yeah, that's plenty loud. I can't hear my voice. It's nuts. This is a device, because of its feature set and its low relative price, I am going to fully recommend to you guys. It has a lot of good things going on despite it not being perfect. If you want cheap, go Apple dongle. If you want EQ, go Quiddelix 5K. If I want EQ, I will typically do it at my desk with more apps. But if I'm on the go, I want to be able to experience an IEM or a headphone in its natural state without IQ, and I want sufficient power to be able to drive that. I've been in the market for such a device, and I am a huge fan of this, and it's gonna be joining my arsenal. I think it could work for you. It may or may not, but a lot of that depends on what you need and what your personal situation is. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below, and I'll try to do my best to answer them for you. Thanks for watching. You're still here. It's over. Go home. Go watch another IEM video. It's done. That's the entire video. What more do you want?